chance here to movie review Jumanji The Next Level. Jumanji The Next Level was directed by Jake Kasdan, the man behind Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle that came out 2 years ago and stars Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, Karen Gillan, and Jack Black. And this is the sequel to Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle. In this sequel, Spencer finds the game of Jumanji that they destroyed in the last movie, and now he's trying to get it fixed, and he returned inside the world of Jumanji. Now we get and his friends have to return into the world of Jumanji to find him they're bringing Milo Walker and Grandpa Eddie to go help them find Spencer and complete all the levels and go back to their real world. And I was looking forward to this movie because I'm a Jumanji fan. I like Jumanji The Next Level. I think this movie was excellent. But it's a fun movie. It's a fun fact film. But Welcome to the Jungle was really good. But with this one's actually a little longer than Welcome to the Jungle. I feel like I find this one a little shorter. This is actually a good movie. I know it came out yesterday. I just watched it I watched this movie twice, so I actually enjoyed this movie. It was actually a good film made for audience including myself. So yeah. Yep. Like I said, this is the man behind Jake. This is Jake Kasdan, the man behind Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. That came out 2 years ago. That was actually one of the best films. And actually, with this one's actually one of my most favorites. Now we get Danny DeVito and Danny Glover for the first time. Who plays these two friends that have known each other for years or something. Now I gotta tell you, Kevin Hart gives a lot of laughs in this movie. He didn't make me laugh, but Kevin Hart never makes me laugh in a movie. When I watch his movies, I know some people think Kevin Hart's not funny anymore. He's not funny. He's not funny. He's not funny. We don't like him. We hate him. Well, I don't, because Kevin Hart's a cool guy. He's a cool actor. He's really hilarious. But I think if I see him in person, he'll probably make me laugh. But in a movie, he doesn't make me laugh. With his stand-ups, never makes me laugh. I don't think he hasn't done his stand-ups for a while. But he gets a lot of laughs throughout this movie because of Danny Glover, Milo Walker. I think Danny Glover gives one of the best laughs because he got inside Kevin Hart's body, be like Milo Walker again. And I gotta say, Danny DeVito is really great in this movie as well. Now he got inside Dwayne Johnson's body. Who are you? What's going on? Oh my God, it's Grandpa Eddie. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, Danny DeVito's really great in this movie. He's actually good. Karen Gillan's really great in this movie. Like she was in Guardians of the Galaxy and Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. Really great in those movies, playing Nebula. And Jack Black is just Jack Black. He's actually good in this movie as well. He's funny. He's funny as well. And we got a new character in the movie. I think her name is Aquafina, who plays this character in the game. Probably a new character in the game as well. Well, I don't know. And yep, there's a lot of great stuff going on in this movie. So the action sequences were great. Some of the actions are just I don't know. I think that this movie didn't make me laugh a lot. I didn't really care enough for the comedy anyway, so I just care enough for the characters throughout the movie. I just care enough for what's going on and what the character's been up to. Don't take it. I'm not taking anything away. I do not spoil movies, so I am not taking nothing away. You gotta go see this movie. It's actually a fun movie. But there's some aspects of this movie that just wasn't not like Welcome to the Jungle was. Welcome to the Jungle got us into the story. But with this one didn't really get as much into the story. I think that's my biggest issue with this movie is some of the storylines in this movie just wasn't proper emotional enough. Yeah, I think that was my biggest concern. And Nick Jonas is Nick Jonas. He's really good in this movie as well. I'm glad at least Nick Jonas is back because I knew he was going to be back in this movie. I was like, yeah, Nick Jonas. I thought you returned back with the Jonas Brothers. I knew you was going to be back in this movie. And yep, now we get the Jonas Brothers back together. Bravo. Yeah, no one has not listened to the Jonas Brothers in years. Like, I understand that. So anyway, yeah, like I said, the storyline's not proper enough like Welcome to the Jungle was, and there can be some like funny moments that doesn't make me laugh a lot. I don't really care enough for the comedy because none of the comedies don't make me laugh. Like when you like when they make a sequel, like when you make a sequel, I understand it's like they tried everything with the sequel. With the John Wick movies, John Wick, both of the John Wick movies were great. Everybody loved the John Wick movies. They loved the first one, second one, third one, and hopefully, I think I heard they're coming out with a four, including the Matrix 4 as well. I heard they're coming out with those movies, which is exciting for fans, and including myself. You know, I'm a huge John Wick fan, so yeah. And there are a lot of great action sequences anyway. So there are a lot of great action sequences in this movie. A lot of great fighting, a lot of comedy, a lot of funny jokes. But the jokes didn't work out for me. Nothing. I got nothing. When I watched this movie, I was like, I don't get the joke. I don't get the joke. I just don't understand what's going on. And there could be some special effects that just, there can be some, there's some, all, like some special effects are just like the CGI. Sometimes it's a little bit too much CGI, like, um, there can be too much CGI that just didn't proper. Didn't it looks a little bit like an animated film, like a little bit like an animation version. But I think with the jungle scenes, the adventures is great. But I think they could. I think Jake Kasdan did okay with this movie. The last movie he did a really good job with, but with this one, I understand for a director it's really hard to make a sequel. It's like saying Michael Bay makes the worst Transformers movies ever, but Transformers fan that just made Transformers let down, including myself. And with me, I don't find this movie awful. This is a fun movie, but there can be some stuff that wasn't like emotions in it. I think it just could have done better, like it did. Like Jake Kasdan did a really good job, but I think he could have done a good job with the comedy and make other Jumanji fans start laughing up the storm. But I did laugh at one part. I did laugh at one scene in the movie, but some other scenes just didn't make me laugh. I think that was my biggest concern, and there are gonna be some characteristics that just wasn't making any sense with their lines, but I think they could have done with the better job with the lines with all the characters. But I think the characters are really good. I'm just saying it's not that simple. I understand it's hard to make a sequel. I understand sequels are hard to make, but you just gotta make it right. Well, Jay Caston did a really good job with this movie, like I said, but he's he's fine. I don't blame the movie. I just don't blame the movie. You just don't have to blame the film. So that's it. I think that's all I gotta say. Like the jungle scenes, the snow scenes, the adventures, and everything throughout the CGI, throughout the movie, and the video games, and all that kind of stuff. It's great. We get the villain, and like in the other movie, we do get the villain flashbacks, and we do get the villain flashback. We get Nigel. Welcome to Jumanji, like he always says. Like, dude, you've been repeating the same thing since the last movie. Can you at least say something else? I think Nigel's really great in this movie as well. He just plays a non-player character anyway, because he just talks about the flashbacks. He just talks about the flashback, but this flashback is actually looking good. But this other flashback from Welcome to the Jungle was actually good as well. Yeah, I haven't watched Jumanji for a long time. You know, I remember I used to watch the original Jumanji with Robin Williams. Rest in peace. I really miss Robin Williams. I know it was really sad when he passed away, in 2014, I guess, and it was really hard. Like I really miss the guy. I think my favorite movies of his was RV, Mrs. Doubtfire, Flubber, and um, Patch Adams, and some other movies he played, including the Disney animated version of Aladdin and Lee Daniels' The Butler. He did a really good job with those movies. But I think all some of his movies he tried when it's sometimes hard for a stand-up comedian, to make a movie laugh, and I understand. I understand that person can be annoying sometimes, but I don't blame him. It's part of the script. I understand. So that's all I know. So yes, I miss Robin Williams. Rest in peace. I really miss the guy. I miss our funny comedian actor. I really miss him. Yeah, so I feel really bad for him. So I think that's all I gotta know. Like I remember the other time I was on Google, all I see is, well, will it be? There was this question on. I was on Google the other day, and then I look up Jumanji 3, and it says something about will there be a Jumanji 4, another Jumanji sequel, and I was like, it could be possible. I think we should get another director to help Jake Kasdan make the movie better. That's what they could have done, like have a few directors. I think what they could have done with this movie is have another director help Jake Kasdan do great with this movie like he did with the last one. He did a really good job with the last one. With this one's a lot of fun, but there's some moments that just didn't really appreciate the story and not telling us the story and not telling us what's going on and not telling us the not because the story is not giving us any information of what's happening in this movie, and that's my biggest concern about it. So I think that's all I gotta say about this movie review about Jumanji: The Next Level. It's great to have our characters back. It's great to have some new faces and stuff. It's great to have Danny DeVito and Danny Glover in this movie playing really funny characters that made our two avatars laugh. Dwayne Johnson, known as Dr. Bravestone, Kevin Hart, Franklin Moose Finbar, or they call him Franklin Mouse Finbar, which is kind of funny. But I actually enjoyed this movie, so that's all I gotta say about this video. It's a fun movie. If you haven't seen this movie, go see it. It's really funny. It's a really funny movie. Go see it. If you're not a fan of Jumanji, you don't have to go see it. If you are, go see it. It's actually a good movie. So yes, I watched this movie twice. So I think that's all I gotta say about this movie review. And it's great to have Jumanji make another sequel. And by the way, I'm confused if this is a 2 or a 3. Because I believe this is a Jumanji 3. Because I feel like Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle is more like a 2. More like Jumanji 2, and this one's more like a Jumanji 3. But I think I think that's all I know. That's all I gotta say about this video, so that's about it. I ain't gonna say nothing else. So that's all I gotta say about this movie review. So be sure to like, subscribe, press notification button, follow me on Instagram, and comment down below. And I'll see you on my next video, and thanks for watching.